Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Muy buenos días compañeros y bienvenidos todos al Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días compañeros, un gran gusto saludarles y decirles ojalá que todos se encuentren muy bien hoy por la mañana y desearles todo lo mejor para el curso del día. Compañeros, un gran gusto saludarles. Good morning, we're transmitting live from Nortevisión Channel 10 here in Orange Walk, and the arrangement we have with cable signal providers permits our signal to be seen throughout the length and breadth of this beautiful country of ours. If you don't have cable, then, and if you live within the radius of 20 miles of Orange Walk Town, you can easily catch our signal, and it is absolutely free. Buenos días, compañeros. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión Canal 10 aquí en Orange Walk, donde transmitimos para todo el país a través de los arreglos que tenemos con los proveedores de cable. Y si es que no tienes cable, entonces simplemente extender las antenas, porque Canal 10 sirve el área de Orange Walk y Corozal absolutamente gratis. Y esta transmisión es por aire. Como siempre, vamos a empezar nuestro programa con nuestra oración, como siempre, y empezamos de esta forma, y te invito a que te unas conmigo. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Te damos las gracias por la vida, por la salud y las fuerzas. Te damos las gracias por tu amor incondicional que tienes para nosotros. Hoy, Padre, te pido que continúes amándonos, que sintiendo tu presencia del lado de nosotros, siempre nos sentimos sanos, nos sentimos confiados. Padre, te pido hoy que tengamos paciencia uno hacia el otro. Te pido hoy, Padre, que tengamos humildad uno hacia el otro y que podamos sacar desde muy dentro de nosotros todo el odio que tenemos para las otras personas. Que podamos, Padre, liberarnos de esas garras de egoísmo que están muy dentro de nosotros. Padre, te pedimos por nuestros familiares, por nuestras amistades, por también nuestros compañeros de trabajo. Que tengamos buenas relaciones y que nos podamos respetar todos. Padre, te doy las gracias por todo. Te pido también por los ancianos, darles fuerzas, que puedan cambiar, aquellos que están solos, los niños desamparados, los enfermos, las enfermas, los que están en las calles sin saber dónde van. Guíalos, Padre, y confórtalos, y que se den cuenta que nada más es a través de ti que se logra la felicidad y la paz. Te bendecimos, te adoramos y te glorificamos siempre. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it is 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, and this is the public weather forecast for today, Wednesday, January 24th. This report, generated at 6 o'clock in the morning, indicates the general situation as follows. Relatively moist and unstable weather will prevail. Well, this morning coming to work, there was a moment when it was drizzling. It wasn't raining. We can't say it was raining. It was drizzling, at least in the area where I was. And so today we're going to be having cloudy spells with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms occurring mainly in the central areas this morning. Then mostly over northern and inland areas this afternoon, and southern and some coastal areas tonight. So today, this afternoon, we should be expecting some showers in the northern and inland areas, which is smack right over us. The winds blowing from the northeast at 5 to 50 knots and gusty. The sea stayed choppy. Temperatures along the coast 82 degrees Fahrenheit as a max, 72 degrees Fahrenheit as a low. Inland 84 degrees Fahrenheit as a max and 68 degrees as a low. And in the hills, a cool 74 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 64 degrees as a low. There is a small craft caution in effect for locally rough seas near heavy showers and isolated thunderstorms. Cloudy spells. Tomorrow, the outlook, cloudy spells with a few showers and thunderstorms mostly over northern and central areas Thursday morning. Inland in the afternoon, then over the coast and south Thursday night. The tides. There will be a low tide this morning at 8:45, a high tide today at 3:09 this afternoon, a second low tide at 10:12 tonight, and the second high tide at 3:56 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 6:26 and the sun sets at 5:43 this afternoon. The moon rises this morning at 35 minutes after 11, that is 25 minutes before 12 this morning, and the moon sets tomorrow morning at 21 minutes after 12 in the morning. And we want to thank forecaster Sheena Young for this information. Muchas gracias, Sheena Young. Buenos días, compañeros. Ahora para el reporte del estado del tiempo en español. La situación general puesta como condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables continúan controlando el clima sobre nuestro país. Para las siguientes 24 horas, periodos de nubosidad con algunos chubascos y tormentas aisladas, también ocurriendo sobre la porción del centro del país hoy por la mañana, luego sobre las porciones del norte y del interior del país hoy por la tarde, y creo que eso indica exactamente nuestra área aquí en Orange Grove, y sobre la porción del sur y por algunas porciones de la costa hoy por la noche. Los vientos del noreste de 5 a 15 nudos con ráfagas más fuertes, y por eso hay una nota de cautela para aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones, porque el mar puede estar súper agitado debido a las ráfagas más fuertes en exceso de 15, 20 nudos por hora, y se le extiende esta nota de cautela porque pudiera haber chubascos, lluvias fuertes y tormentas, y en particular durante estas tormentas se deben de cuidar muchísimo aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones porque pudiera presentarse una emergencia. Las temperaturas por la costa 82 grados Fahrenheit como una máxima y 72 como una mínima. En el interior del país 84 grados Fahrenheit como una máxima y 68 como una mínima, y por las colinas 74 grados Fahrenheit y 64 como una mínima. Se espera que mañana jueves tengamos periodos de nubosidad con algunos chubascos y tormentas sobre las porciones norte y centrales del país, mañana jueves por la mañana, en el interior del país por la tarde, y sobre la costa y sobre el sur jueves por la noche. Mareas, una marea baja a las 8:45 hoy por la mañana, una alta a las 3:09 hoy por la tarde, una segunda marea baja a las 10:12 hoy por la noche, y una segunda marea alta mañana por la madrugada a las 4:04. El sol salió hoy, compañeros, a las 6:26, el sol se oculta a las 5:43 por la tarde. De igual forma, la luna sale hoy por la mañana a las 11:35 y se oculta a las 12:21 mañana por la madrugada. Muchas gracias, Sheena Youngford, por esta información, y también tenemos que agradecer a nuestros patrocinadores. Estamos hablando de el honorable señor Gaspar Vega, el señor German Vega, también el señor Eduardo Vega, del Benque. También estamos hablando del señor Derek Gillett, Gillett's Meat Shop, aquí en Orange Walk. También Telemedia, Government of Belize Information Service, y muchas otras entidades. Compañeros, cuando son las 7:13, vamos a tomar una pausa, pero antes quiero enviar un saludo atento a todas las personas que están cumpliendo años hoy o que están celebrando aniversarios. Que la pasen muy bien. Hoy, compañeros, vamos a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con invitados el doctor Homero Novello y Ajesha Cantón.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una.
Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el...
¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rostras. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get up.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put it on another level.
A lot of youths that can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here.
Again? Jeez.
I need to buy data.
You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you.
What's that? Because I don't want to change my number.
Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99.
Are you serious?
Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data.
I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you. The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillett's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk. from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Un gran gusto saludarles, pero también un gran gusto de presentarles hoy por la mañana y darle la bienvenida y los buenos días a nuestros invitados que hoy tengo el gran gusto de presentarles a Miss Ajesha Cantón. Buenos días
Good
y
morning.
bienvenido.
Thank
Y
you.
también a el doctor Homero Novelo. Doctor, muy buenos
Compañero,
días
claro.
y bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás?
Gracias, Emmanuel.
¿Cómo estás, Ajesha?
Hoy tenemos a una persona bastante joven, bastante dinámica y bastante positiva, que yo quisiera, con el permiso de ustedes, introducirla. Verdaderamente, en nuestro país, la juventud es la población más grande que tenemos en Belice. Y Ajesha, de 19 años de edad, representa la gran mayoría de esta gente. Ajesha tiene una unidad familiar, y tal vez se lo diré en inglés. She has a strong family background, to the point that her family unit has nurtured her to where she is. And then this is a very, very, very important point in life. At the tender age of 7 years, Ajesha lost her father to a traffic accident on one of our busy highways in Belize. But despite the fact that she was orphaned by her father, she grew with her grandfather, and her grandfather is no other than Mr. Egidio Duran, a mathematician by love, and a man also of a strong educational background. Mr. Egidio Duran won himself a scholarship to Calgary University and got his bachelor's degree in education. He has been the head of math department for different institutions across the country, including Orange Walk Technical High School, Corozal Community College, where he was also principal of both institutions, and a school in Toledo. I think it's a predecessor of TCC, Toledo Community College. He also taught there. But besides that, he is also a strong sportsman, loved football, comes from San Roman, Rio Hondo. He's a good friend of mine. I met him while we were teaching at Muffles High School. He was principal of Corozal Community College. But despite that, his Ajesha's mother also holds a bachelor's degree in education, and she's a teacher at La Immaculada Primary School. Her father, Mr. Canton, was an assistant superintendent of police in Orange Walk, based in Orange Walk. His origin is from the Corozal district, I think it's Concepcion. Now, this gentleman, God rest his soul, I'm going to mention with due respect to all his family and, relatives and all that, was a brilliant man. He attended Corozal Community College, and he did all his courses in the sciences, with doing, getting advanced level passes in physics, maths, and chemistry. And honestly, I was a science student, but people who do this are extremely brilliant. Despite that, he rose the rank and file of the administrative ladder to become assistant superintendent of police. He got a scholarship to the University of the West Indies and also made a degree in law. He graduated with a degree in law from the Norman Manley School of Law and in Cape Verde, Barbados. This gentleman came to Belize to work, but unfortunately his life was cut short by an accident, leaving Ajesha at 7 years old, orphaned. Now, many people in Belize have perhaps had relatives that have gone too soon, but that hurt has propelled Ajesha in that she has not ceased, to pursue her own education. She went to high school, did 1 year in Orange Technical High School, but then did the rest at Mumford High School, graduated, with the academic honors, went to Mumford Junior College, and also with honors, she graduated with an associate degree in psychology and sociology. Now she has further aspirations in life. But of course, that family unit that nurtured her, because she grew up also with her grandparents, that family unit that nurtured her was a comfort zone for her. Today, she is vying for a position as counselor of the Orange Walk Town Council. She has left that comfort zone to lead, and she has strong words to tell the younger generation and the Orange Walk public that she doesn't want their sympathy, she wants their votes. She wants to prove that despite all what she has gone through, she can lead Orange Walkenians with that heart and that positiveness. Very important, that positive attitude. Engender that into our young generation to look ahead, be somebody. So, ladies and gentlemen, with no more keeping you back, I give you Ajesha Duran. Good morning, Ajesha.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Pues con una introducción así tan fuerte y tan buena, ¿okay? Yo creo que la gente que lo está escuchando se queda en realidad bastante impresionado contigo, Ajesha. ¿Okay? A los tiernos 19 años ya tú fácilmente te presentas como una candidata para el Partido Unido Democrático, sí, pero para una posición, y una de las posiciones máximas en el pueblo, que es siendo miembro del concilio de Orange Walk. ¿Okay? Sí. Hace una semana una semana y días tuvimos la oportunidad de tenerte aquí, pero hoy en día la gente, yo creo que en el esmero de tratar de presentarle a todas las personas que la gente pueda conocer al candidato, pues hoy te damos la oportunidad para hablar con la gente directamente. Y la pregunta que todos quieren saber es, ¿qué traes tú? What are you bringing to the town council?
Yeah, in reality, I guess, yes, that's one of the most important things I think all the younger generation want to know. First of all, what prompted you to become a candidate? What is it that you had in yourself? What did you think? What did you do? What happened that you became a candidate?
Well, sometimes in
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning, Moni.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Buenos días, el counselor to be y el primo Homero.
Buenos
Gracias,
días.
Indiscutiblemente, el UDP tiene el mejor equipo para estas elecciones.
Gracias.
Sí, definitivamente el alcalde que merecemos tiene que ser Felipe de la Fuente. Se ha comprobado, ha demostrado su capacidad como líder del Congreso.
Eso sí, Mr. Felipe's proven leadership.
Yes, proven leadership. He has the capacity to be one of the greatest mayors, because only the UDP has produced good mayors, beginning from Mr. Nacho Vega, Fred Martinez, Fred de la Fuente,
Yeah.
The UDP has that that history of having the best mayors in town.
That's true.
And definitely, our job, people stand to gain with the UDP Top Council. Because Kevin is we don't need you, Mr. Barrow. Well, we need the government.
That's
and
true. We do need our government.
We will develop the town. We have mentioned the late Pinita. The late Pinita was also an excellent mayor for our job, you know. So folks, unfortunately, you know, I'm too busy, isn't it? I would have gone and given only hand out there. But when I got my vote.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you, Carlos. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day, bye.
You too.
You too.
Back to the question.
Yeah, what
Apologize for that interference.
enter this race?
Sometimes, we often as youths, we always hear that everyone's always saying, oh, we have to empower the youths and we have to encourage the youths, but do they really? That's my question sometimes. Do they really give us that? It's just words, it's no actions. It's no actions when it comes to it. And I think that there needs to be someone to start a movement in being a leader. And if I have to be brave enough to come here and stand in front of everyone and put my name on the ballot sheet for me to show the youths that this is your time. This is your time to shine, and this is your time to come out here right now and make a change. Be brave enough to jump out of your comfort zone and make that change we need in our community. We are the voices of tomorrow, but I don't feel like we're the voices of tomorrow. We're the voices of today. We're the ones who can make things happen now for our country, for our town.
I agree with you when you say that the phrase that is commonly used, that the youth are the future of tomorrow, and that we need to empower. The empowerment part is becoming trite. In other words, it's just words that are used. But you are saying that the empowerment begins now.
Yeah.
The empowerment begins now because all you need to do is to get out of your comfort zone and to be proactive in terms of leading the way for the youth and lobbying for the youth and empowering the youth.
Yeah.
Because it's time for action rather than just words. Is that
That's
what
right.
And Ajisha, the most important thing also that you're bringing to the table is that family bond that perhaps has propelled you and nurtured you to be here.
Yeah.
But
my family has taught me that they have empowered me and they have shown me that sometimes in life you have to step out of where you feel comfortable and do things that other people wouldn't expect you to do, and that way you flourish into being a better person. I've been taught by my grandfather and my mom that, you know, sometimes you have to push a little bit and go over the edge, and that's fine, because in order to get somewhere you have to take risks in life. So I love that my family, every single person in my family has taught me that you have to go out there and you have to sometimes be a shark and get what you want in life.
Are you currently involved in any groups, in anything like that? Talk to us.
I currently, at this moment, just education-wise, I'm taking courses online and everything, and then I volunteer constantly at La Immaculada RC School. At my mother's school, I'm constantly a volunteer in teaching dance, in just participating in school. I love children. I absolutely adore children, and I love being around them. They're so positive. Sometimes some kids they make you see the positive things in life, and I enjoy that, and I love that very, very much. Because sometimes I tend to want to see the positive things in life, because if we constantly see the negative and the negative, where are we going to get in life? We're not going to get anywhere. So we have to see the positive, and I love that spirit in children, that they only see the positive side in many, many things. So I love being around good energy.
Would you say that you are optimistic?
Oh yes, I would.
Well, her background says pretty much that, because she has an associate degree in psychology and sociology, and as a psychologist, maybe she can explain to us what is it that she aspires to do.
Well, I aspire to be a clinical psychologist, and many people come to me and ask, what is that? And what is the difference between a psychiatrist and a neuroscience and psychology? And I always have to explain that psychology has to do more with talking to people and therapy and listening to people, which is one of the most important parts. Listening to your patient and getting to know your patient and having your patient feel comfortable around you and letting that person express themselves truly around you.
That explains the reason for the couch. Huh?
Yeah. And then with that comes sometimes medications. So it's all about listening and understanding someone else on a deeper level than other people would know them. And I believe that I am a good listener. I like listening to people, and I try to understand where they're coming from, put myself in their shoes, and see what I can do to make them feel better.
But nevertheless, quite a very positive person. Mm-hmm. But let's bring this other perspective for us Spanish-speaking viewers. Has andado en la campaña, caminando en Joac.
Sí.
¿Qué es lo que la gente te dice?
La gente son muy positiva. A mí me encanta ir yendo a casa y cuando la gente abre sus puertas y dejan que entres y hablan contigo y te hacen sentir a casa. Y eso es algo muy importante. Y sí, a veces hay unos que tienen sus quejitas hacia allá de lo que está haciendo el Town Council ahorita, pero nosotros los aseguramos que cuando nosotros ganemos y nosotros entremos, ellos no van a tener estos problemas de la basura o de que los drenajes o nada de eso. Los aceptan con todo corazón en sus casas y es muy agradecido cuando uno abre sus casas y dice, entren, por favor, entren, siéntense. Yo sé que están cansados y es algo bien positivo y a veces pone una sonrisa en mi cara porque ¿quién va a abrir sus puertas a tal vez unos extraños y dejar que entren y se sienten y hablar con ellos como si eran familia y amigos de toda la vida? Es algo muy positivo.
Entonces la campaña es casi puro amor.
Sí,
el
puro amor.
oaxaqueño es una persona con un carácter, una disciplina bastante acogedor, y que la mera verdad, pues tú sabes, somos un distrito que somos más amigables, los más amigables y los más trabajadores del país. Los mejores trabajadores en albañilería vienen de Orinjoac, y eso es algo bastante grande. Pero la campaña se ha extendido a todo el pueblo todavía. ¿Cómo van?
Sí, ayer acabamos la área de Ochobenque.
¿Terminaron ya?
Ya, fue el último día de nuestra campaña. El sábado vamos a terminar una parte en East, que va a ser el highway, the Belize-Corozal Highway. That will be the last part, la última parte de nuestra campaña, y traemos de visitar todas las casas. Nosotros no fallamos una casa, sea UDP, PUP, a nosotros no le importa. Tú eres parte de nuestro pueblo, nosotros te vamos a visitar. Sea lo que sea, te vamos a visitar porque tú eres parte de nuestro pueblo.
Pues me gusta escuchar
bueno,
eso.
Y Ajaisha, en todo este tiempo, ¿qué has aprendido de los orinjoaqueños? Aparte que son gente bastante acogedora, son gente amables, buen trato. ¿Qué has aprendido de esta gente en la campaña?
Más de siendo amables, son gente bien, que son pensadores para ellos mismos. Ellos son los que dicen, nosotros pensamos de la persona, quién es la persona y de dónde viene esta persona. De verdad, ellos son, como lo dicen en inglés, independent thinkers. Ellos no necesitan que nadie les diga cómo votar, no. Ellos piensan para ellos mismos, ellos van para que ellos sepan y que ellos sienten que van a hacer este pueblo mejor. Eso es lo que me encanta de nuestros orinjoaqueños, que ellos piensan para ellos mismos, nada de influencia de nadie, ellos solitos.
¿La juventud lo has encontrado en tus campañas?
Oh, sí. Bastante son personas que iban a la escuela con, o que a tiempos no lo veo porque tal vez están en Belice, pero los encuentro en sus
Te hago una
casas.
pregunta. ¿Y qué esas personas te dicen, los jóvenes alrededor de ti?
Mm,
Ya conscientes del hecho de que la amistad es una cosa, pero política es otra
Sí.
cosa. ¿Qué te dicen?
Bastante de ellos están como espantados casi que yo, teniendo mi edad, estoy corriendo para política y me preguntan por qué.
Sorprendidos.
Están bien sorprendidos. Y les digo, ¿por qué se sorprenden? Y me dicen, porque ellos nunca iban a pensar que alguien joven como yo iba a estar corriendo. Y yo les digo, pues yo estoy corriendo porque yo quiero que nuestra voz de los jóvenes se escuche allá afuera. So yo les digo, ¿sabes qué? Le digo, sí, fue una sorpresa, le digo, pero es tiempo que alguien haga algo y empieza a hacer empower a nuestros youth. Darle esa fuerza a nuestros youth que se salgan y hagan algo.
Y me imagino que por establecer esa plataforma firme, decir, pues yo estoy pensando por ustedes, entonces ellos te brindan tu apoyo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Su apoyo.
Sí.
Aisha, mencionaste al comienzo del programa de que había un factor que habías encontrado, que muchas veces se quejan los jóvenes de que muchas veces no pueden conseguir trabajo porque no tienen experiencia. ¿Hay un plan en tu mente para subsanar este
Sí.
problema?
Tenemos un plan que el municipal queremos traer, es algo nuevo, que a veces hay unos jóvenes que salen allá afuera y les dicen que quieren trabajo y les dicen, no tienes experiencia. Y bastante de ellos se topan con esto. Y después nosotros estamos pensando, yo estaba pensando, que por qué no darles como un tiempo que trabajen en algún puesto en nuestro municipio que les dé esa experiencia para que cuando vayan y apliquen para otro trabajo tienen un poco de experiencia. So va a ser un programa que estamos haciendo que ellos van a poder como tener internships con the Town Council y después así tienen la experiencia para ir afuera y conseguir un trabajo. So es algo que nosotros le vamos a estar dando las experiencias a alguien, en que sea el field que ellos necesiten.
Bueno, a este punto, cuando ya son las 20 minutos antes de las 8, vamos a tomar una pausa, compañeros. Aquí estamos con Ayesha Cantón y el doctor Romero Novero. Tomamos una pausa rápidamente, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios.
Notice to residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Digicel made a promise and Digicel delivered. $100,000! $100,000 in prizes. 5 PS4s, 5 55-inch TCL TVs, 5 iPhone 8s, and 5 Note 8s. After much anticipation and over 300,000 entries countrywide. A random selection was made of 5 lucky contestants, but who held the key? Digizan Yesenia Ardon was Digicel's lucky winner of the 2018 Wingle 6 4x4. Congratulations to all the winners of Digicel's $100,000 in giveaways. And thank you, DigiFans, for all the continuous support in 2017. Look out for even more from Digicel in 2018.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Fresh in range, a colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters? Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. Do you think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son exactamente las 7:45 minutos, un cuarto para las 8. Me imagino que a esta hora ya estarás desayunado o quizás ya enviaste a los niños a la escuela. Así que te invito a que pongas atención porque hoy tenemos a Ajeisha Cantún y al doctor Romero Novero con nosotros. Y Ajeisha es una candidata para el concilio de Orange Walk Town.
Que en marzo 7, no se olviden, esa X para el equipo de Philip de la Fuente y Ajeisha Cantún. Sobre todo esos primeros, los que van a votar por primera vez, la juventud, recuerden, tienen un representante muy digna en Ajeisha Cantún. De todas formas, ya estamos platicando en el intermedio de los planes grandes y qué es lo que tú ves entre el nuevo Orange Walk Town Council, un Orange Walk Town Council UDP y su relación con el gobierno central. ¿Qué es lo que te puede traer?
Pues, como nosotros les decimos a la gente cuando andamos campañando, vemos a todos los otros pueblos, qué lindos están, qué bonitos están, y ve a pobre Orange Walk cómo están. Pero ¿por qué Orange Walk así dicen? Y después nosotros le dimos, pues, Mr. Kevin ya ha dicho que él no necesita la ayuda de Mr. Dean Barrow. Pero la realidad es que nosotros sí necesitamos a Central Government, porque Central Government es quien va a venir y traer el dinero para hacer bastantes cosas en nuestro pueblo, que nuestro pueblo se vea bien lindo y bonito, y no solo eso, que nuestro pueblo crezca en bastantes aspectos. Después yo digo, nosotros les dimos a la gente, ¿sabes? Con un gobierno central y nuestro pueblo teniendo un UDP Town Council, bastante se puede hacer y se va a hacer cuando nosotros ganemos el 7 de marzo. Es una relación que necesitamos y es bueno para nuestra gente.
¿Algún ejemplo de algún proyecto que tal vez los orangeños
pues el proyecto más grande y el proyecto que nuestra campaña está en el base de es de el bus terminal que se va a hacer, el terminal de autobús que nosotros queremos hacer, se va a mover el Ministerio de Public Works por U Creek y vamos a tener toda esa área para hacer un state of the art bus terminal para que todos hagan beneficio de ello, todos. Y bastantes preguntan, ¿cómo vamos a beneficiar a nosotros? Digo, pues, como Mr. Philip les dice, va a ser empleo para bastante gente, se va a ver que Orange Walk se vea mejor, que la gente sabe, va a querer venir a Orange Walk más. Es algo bien lindo que es un proyecto muy grande que queremos hacer para nuestra gente, porque nuestra gente lo merece.
Y qué bueno que lo mencionas, porque la verdad sí, la gente que viaja en autobuses sí necesita, como dicen, Orange Walk deserves better.
Esta es la conveniencia, estamos olvidando la conveniencia de salir en un autobús y meterte en otro en el mismo lugar sin tener que estar corriendo o apurándose yendo 10 cuadras hasta llegar a otra estación de autobús para tomar tu camión. Pero qué conveniente sería simplemente estar en un edificio donde te sales de uno y te metes en el otro.
Y mira, Ayeisha, como habíamos discutido anteriormente con Philip menciona de que campañar sobre drains, sobre drenajes, sobre recoger la basura, eso ya es asunto del pasado, porque es el trabajo de cualquier tampón que se vaya.
Sí.
Eso ya no es una forma de convencer a los ciudadanos de esta municipalidad, porque es como dicen, es de boleto, tú tienes que hacer eso.
Sí, y como dice Mr. Philip, nuestro equipo es alguien que piensa afuera de lo normal. It's outside of the box. Nosotros estamos pensando en no solo las calles, el drenaje. No, esas son cosas que se tienen que hacer. Nosotros estamos pensando en cómo hacer las vidas de nuestros orangeaqueños mucho más mejor. The standard of living here in Orange Walk, much better for all our people.
Okay. Y con ese gran deseo que tienes en el corazón y el positivismo, estamos seguros de que este equipo de Philip de la Fuente y Ayeisha Cantún va a tener un tremendo trabajo, pero sabe que creo que tremendos resultados también. Por eso le pedimos a todos ustedes que por favor pongan esa X el marzo 7 para este equipo que verdaderamente tiene buena representación, el mejor equipo en Orange Walk hasta ahora, y son gente también de mentalidad independiente, y eso es importante. Todos tienen, digamos, un background, un family background bastante aceptado. Tuvimos también a Evan acá, y también Evan es una persona bastante humilde, trabajadora. Entonces casi nos damos cuenta de que el equipo es un equipo sólido, y invitamos a todo el mundo a hablar con ellos, platicar con ellos, hagan las preguntas que quieran, porque son gente también abiertos y positivos.
Sí.
Pero hay una cosa también que yo quería resaltar en todo esto. Es una experiencia nueva esta que estás teniendo, digamos, en poner tu nombre para ser candidata de la municipalidad.
Sí.
¿Hay algún sueño más grande para ti después de esto? ¿O hay alguna cosa más que tal vez tú has anhelado para Orange Walk? O no sé, ¿qué es lo que ves en el futuro? Obviamente que profesionalmente quieres ser una psicóloga, ¿no?
Sí, pues más así quiero que cuando ganemos, quiero que estos proyectos que estamos proponiendo, yo quiero que los proyectos, especialmente para los jóvenes, se hagan a cabo. No estoy diciendo que los demás no se van a hacer, sí se van a hacer, pero yo voy a estar empujando para el bosque. Yo hablo por los jóvenes. Y uno de los planes creo que más grande es no solo el bus terminal, pero el scholarship program, la beca que nosotros en el municipio queremos hacer. Y ya lo había mencionado acá, que cuando yo vine con Mr. Philip, que nosotros los candidatos vamos a estar dando una porción del salario, creo que es el allowance o stipend, algo así, que nosotros conseguimos, y es algo que nosotros queremos dar para nuestro pueblo. So, es algo que va a salir de eso, pero va a ser para una causa mucho más mejor. Porque yo creo que educación es algo muy importante.
Pues me alegro escuchar eso, y ya sí lo había escuchado, pero viniendo de alguien como tú, bastante joven, que está dispuesta a sacrificar eso y decir, ¿sabes qué? A mí es más importante la educación de darle una educación a otra persona que me des el dinero. Quizás tengan necesidad por ello, pero es más importante la educación.
Sí.
Eso es más importante. Pero te quiero hacer una pregunta. You said you're going to be majoring in psychology, am I right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I would believe that mental health is something that you care about.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that here in Orange Walk we do have a number of people who desperately, or let me take this call first. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días. Good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning, Ajisha.
Good morning.
You're looking fine. Good morning, Doc.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to see you, Ajisha, talking to the young people. And I'm very glad for you to take up the challenge also, because many young people are thought of that, oh, you're too young to do this, and you're too young to do that. And I know it was a bold decision that you made, but I'm very happy and proud of you. That the young people of Sugar City have someone who is stepping out of the box to say, look, we can do this job now, but if the young people really want to move forward, I want to ask them to give you and the UDP7 the support, because it takes a lot of courage, especially for a young lady like you to take up the challenge. It's a lot of good work. I like to hear how you're expressing yourself. You're very calm. You're an intelligent young lady. And I'm pretty sure that being part of the UDP7 team will give growth and development to Orange Walk, and also the young people will have a voice in the municipality to look at the future of Orange Walk and where it's going. And I just want to congratulate you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
I know that the campaign house to house is very essential. Keep going every day. Every day we listen. Every day we learn. And I really want to congratulate you on the respect you have for those, for the elderly too, that I listen to you talk with great respect, and that makes me very proud. And I want to tell you that I will vote for you and the UDP7 team for this election on March 7. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
See, it's the positivity in people that make this world wild.
And that's one of the major characters about you being a psychologist, right?
Yeah.
And that's what, going back to the question, I would imagine that the issue of mental health is close to your heart.
Yeah.
And can you talk to me about what you think are the deficiencies in the system right now in Orange Walk, and what you see around, and how you can help? I'm sure that you have a lot to say about it.
Yeah. I am a big person on mental health, and what many people don't know is that when I was really younger, I suffered from a depression because of my father's passing.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, anybody would, yes.
And I made into depression, and it was diagnosed as anxiety disorder.
Mm-hmm.
And they eventually said that if I work hard, if I think positive, if a lot of things came into this, and I used to have panic attacks, and they said, you know what, sometimes when you're having those, you just have to breathe and be positive and think positive things. And I think that's what made me such a positive person.
Mm-hmm.
And I am glad to say that to this day, I have overcome my anxiety disorder.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
Because I have to learn that not everything in life is negative. You have to see the positivity in a lot of things. And, when I went through that, that's what pushed me to want to be a psychologist. That's what, made me feel like I want someone someday to feel the way I felt when I passed my anxiety disorder, when I put that aside and I overcame it, I want to help someone feel that way, to feel so much better about themselves. And I found that a flaw that we have here is that we don't have a psychologist per se in Orange Walk. We have a psychiatrist. And I went to the psychiatrist, and then I remember them giving me pills, and I said I don't want to forever have my life depending on these pills. I want, to live my life without having to depend on anti-anxiety pills, anti-depression pills. I want to, get rid of that. I want to do this myself, and I had to go all the way across the border to Chetumal in order to get help, because we didn't have somewhere here. So I think an organization here for mental health, not only psychiatry, but also when it comes to psychology, I'd love to start that foundation here and have some place where, some people can go and feel like you can talk, you can be understood.
A lot of young people out there are suffering from pangs of anxiety, because society is such that, it presents to us different sorts of situations.
Emmanuel, the world is a tough place to live. We know that. But yet, we have people like Ajesha that are looking at it with the great eyes of a professional and trying to make a difference, which is one of the most important things in this life. That, despite the fact that people are perhaps not having that help, somebody is thinking out of the box to be able to come back and help.
That's exactly right.
I mean, this
so this is a commendable posture that she has taken, to be able to help. And I'm listening to you quite intently, and you say that you would like others to feel the way you feel when you felt when you get rid of all of those pangs of anxiety, and because of very simple treatment of therapy and so forth, you can, and not only you but anybody and all of us. It's not a matter, it is very simply, the world, like Doctor said, is a tough place to live in, and we go through moments of depression and we go through moments of anxiety, but sometimes a lot of us don't know how to deal with it. I would rather have a bottle of rum in front of us,
but then you know what happens,
and finding ways of how to forget that there is a problem. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
This is the radio station.
This is the television station. So you are live on the Sugar City Morning Show. Sir? I guess we lost that call.
Yeah. But we're coming back to this, Ajesha. Despite all that, we know the world is up. But then, it's like Orange Walk needs, in fact, the whole country needs people like you, professionals like you in that field. Granted that, we are still growing, we're a young country and all these things. But, these things gradually, the whims of the world is impacting Belize. Not to worry about that. But then we need, the positive aspect of professionals to be doing it. And here you have it, Orange Walkenians, one more person more that, is thinking out of the box and is putting her career, her profession to you all, so that you guys can have her services and in fact have her leadership come to you to develop this town. And I applaud that greatly. And, importantly, all these things that you went through, you're able to go through also because of that strong family unit that you have.
My family was a big support, and they kept reminding me that, God is not going to put something in front of you that you can't overcome. And then that's something that I hold closer to my heart every time, when they're like, there's no God is not going to put no big obstacle in front of you that you can't surpass. And I always believe
Dios
that.
no te da más que puedas aguantar. Y si tú puedes decir que es formidable esto, lo que tú me contaste, me encantó este cuento. Me encantó este cuento porque muchas personas se debilitan cuando tienen este tipo de experiencia. Al contrario, tú lo has hecho que eso te sirva como una fuente de fuerza.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
¿Me
been
entiendes?
my
Pero
strength.
vamos a tomar una pausa. El director me dice que estamos con una pausa. Vamos rápidamente a una pausa, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get up.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the Tongue Tucker. We have a lot of the league youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put it on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 8:08. Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 8 minutes after 8 o'clock. You can get that for rate.
Just to remind viewers that we are on SCRS 103.1 and Universal Radio 88.5. We've been viewed by the length and breadth of this beautiful jewel from
That is exactly right.
Punta
That's
Gorda.
exactly. And today we have with us Mr. Jaysha Canton and Dr. Romero Novello, who is co-hosting along with me. And Jaysha, it has been a pleasure to have you here. But
It's been a pleasure to be here.
Okay, and we have had, this has been a moment where we have dedicated it to you so people can get to know you better.
Yeah.
So when they go to the polls on 7th of March, they watch the names and they go like, yes, Jaysha Canton, I know who Jaysha is and I like Jaysha, and you're going to vote for Jaysha Canton.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen with the 7 members of the United Democratic Party because each one of them is worthy of your vote.
That is very true.
Jaysha, what happens is that time is not on our side. However, I'll tell you something, time flies, you notice.
Yeah.
But what I'm very much interested in is the fact that you have something to tell the Orange Rock voter
Yes, I do.
presently, and we would love to hear that.
I stand here and I want to humbly ask all our Orange Rockanians to not judge me by my age and to trust me enough to put that vote in me. My age is just a number, but it doesn't show how wise I am. And my inexperience only makes me much, much more driven. I may be inexperienced, but however, I am driven. And I want to humbly ask all of you that on March 7th, we go out there and you put your trust in not only me, but on the 7 of us. And please vote UDP 7 down the line so we can make Orange Walk a better place for everyone here to live in.
Well, that really, I'm sure that Orange Rockanians really did get that message.
And that is a solemn pledge.
That's a solemn message, a solid message.
Yes.
And coming from somebody, yes, and it's very important not to judge you by your age. It's your heart, it's your brains, it's your dedication, it's your time, it's your effort, everything.
Let's take this call.
Combined together.
Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning. Buenos dias.
Yeah, good morning to all of you up there.
Good morning.
I definitely am going to vote for you, Jaysha. I think you're young, you're inspiring. I think you're committed.
Thank you.
And, you definitely have my vote. And likewise, the rest of the UDP will have my vote. I want to start by congratulating you, Jaysha. You are young, as you have said, and we can see. And it must be that you are a brave person to have taken the challenge to run for the town council.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say, man, I can't do that. It involves politics. It involves dealing with people. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You are young. And having taken that challenge, I'm going to tell you, you are brave.
Thank you.
I have a great deal of respect for you. And being young isn't a detriment. Being young is great. Young, dynamic, and having that desire to serve your community,
That is great. I am proud of you.
Thank you
A
very
part
much.
of that, I have heard your qualifications, and I must say that you are very intelligent and will definitely be of great service as a councillor at the Orange Walk Town Council. And therefore, I'm asking all the viewers and all the people of this community, man, support young people like Ageisha, intelligent, hardworking, willing to serve the community of Orange Walk. Ageisha, I am proud of you.
Thank you
for
very much.
offering yourself to serve your community. We need a lot of more young people like yourself who are prepared to say, I am willing to do whatever I can to help my community. That is great. If we have a lot of young people like you who would do that, I can assure you we would have a better community, a better country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that call. Y es con esos tipos de llamadas que uno se ve aún más animado.
Sí.
Aún más animado cuando tienes este tipo de... Cuando ya luego de escuchar quién eres y tu promesa a la gente, dice, ¿sabes qué? Tú tienes mi voto.
Y eso es algo de admirar, porque, Emmanuel, tú y yo tuvimos la edad de Ageisha cuando lo teníamos. Jamás teníamos en mente tal vez eso, a pesar de que venimos de diferentes familias. Es que sí es importante resaltar el hecho de que Ageisha sí está hecho de buen material. Y no solo eso, tiene una alimentación familiar del señor Higidio Durán, que generaciones de orinjoaqueños y que eran jóvenes y jóvenes también a nivel de secundaria, les dio la cátedra de matemáticas, fue el director de la secundaria, entonces con un padre, un abuelo como él. Obviamente que los nietos tienen que salir, digamos, con esos genes, esa cordura, ese empuje, esas ganas de salir adelante. Y eso es lo que Ageisha desea en toda la juventud de Orange Walk. Salgan, get out of your comfort zone and be a leader.
Yo creo que es importante el mensaje que dio. Tan importante el mensaje es de que yo quiero invitar a otros jóvenes a este momento a apoyar a Ageisha y a pensar como Ageisha, porque ya es tiempo que los jóvenes empiecen a hacer que otros, que se entienda su problema de los jóvenes, ¿okay? Porque muchas veces, como Ageisha correctamente dijo, se llenan con palabras muy bonitas las promesas. ¿Okay? Pero todo eso poniendo al lado, tú lo puedes cambiar simplemente con tu envolvimiento. Tú, que me escuchas, tú joven. Y no simplemente se trata de recibir dinero o de un individuo y decir, él me quiere. Él me está apoyando por ser joven. Por eso me dio $50. O por eso me dio una botella de guaro. Hablando la neta, compañeros. ¿Ok?
Sí.
Pero al final del día, aquí se trata de valores, de principios.
Sí, yo quiero que los jóvenes sepan que el día de elecciones, el 7 de marzo, quiero que ellos me den sus votos para que yo sea la voz que hablaré ahí arriba para ellos, porque yo estoy acá para servirle a ellos. I'm a servant. I'm vying to be a servant for the people. I'm here to serve my community, to serve my people. My youths are, yes, the highlight of what I'm trying to do, but, you know, I'm not going to forget the rest. You guys are also very important, and I'm asking, again, humbly asking everyone out there who is watching, please, on March 7th, vote for the UDP 7 down the line, because we work great as a team. So put that trust in us and put that little X or that little check mark right beside our name, because we are here to serve you. We are here for you, our people of Orange Walk.
And I tell you what, I have to also congratulate Mr. Egidio Duran and also your mother, your grandmother also, and all your relatives and friends, because of them, because of their vision also, they're giving Orange Walk one of the best candidates that we've seen. And in reality, I am very proud of you, Ajisha. I'm very happy that you are one of the candidates with such background that, you know, I was so amazed, I was so happy, I was so proud to have, you know, researched to find out and tell the Orangewakeños who really is Ajisha. I'm happy and I'm very confident that, of course, the people of Orange Walk, they're not only listening to you, but that they will have you at the bottom of their heart. And on March 7, I am very positive that, yes, the UDP 7 will come our way.
And I hope so. I really do.
Pues
hope so.
A este punto, compañero, yo te quiero, sobre todo te quiero felicitar.
Gracias.
Te quiero felicitar porque muy pocos, ya creo que lo voy a resaltar, muy pocas personas, no obstante la edad, pero en tu caso una persona tan joven que tenga el deseo de trabajar para su pueblo y tenga los problemas de la gente en su mente y en su corazón. Así que te quiero felicitar sobre todo y te quiero decir de que también como las otras personas que llamaron, tú tienes mi voto.
Thank you.
Yo votaré por ella.
Gracias.
¿Okay? Igualmente votaré por los demás, pero a ella la tengo aquí enfrente y por eso te estoy diciendo que voy a votar por ti.
Gracias.
Porque me gusta mucho saber qué son tus planes, me gustó mucho y me agradas bastante, así que te aseguro que voy a votar por ti.
Muchas gracias.
Yo agradezco mucho tu humildad. También agradezco el hecho de que pues abriste tu puerta, tu casa a nosotros. Y estoy seguro que ese corazón lo has abierto para toda esa gente a quien vas a ver. Sí. Te aseguro una cosa, que ahora en adelante yo estoy seguro que quienes te encuentren van a tener una imagen, una mentalidad, una noción diferente de ti. Y no hay nada más que agradecer eso que a Dios, a ti y a tu familia. Sí. Muchísimas gracias, Jesha. Esperamos que los jóvenes se motiven por una persona como tú y que en marzo 7 salgamos victoriosos. Philip de la Fuente, los 7, incluyéndote a ti, como uno de los candidatos más jóvenes que se ha postulado en esta municipalidad. Gracias y felicidades y felicitaciones.
Muchas gracias de nuevo.
Pleasure. Gracias. Muchas gracias a ustedes.
Vamos rápidamente a una pausa, dándole las gracias a todos, pero damos esta pausa, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto esos anuncios. No se vayan.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rosfrans, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rosfrans.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get up.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel we're excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the Tongue Tucker. We have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here.
Again? Jeez.
I need to buy data.
You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you.
What's that? Because I don't want to change my number.
Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99.
Are you serious?
Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data.
I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand a pipe instead of a nasty bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better with water than life.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son exactamente las 8:26. It's always a pleasure to welcome my co-host, Mr. Checky Usher. Checky, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thank God I'm okay, and hope that everybody else out there is okay today. But I'd like to send out condolences to one of my cousins. Cindy, that's Cynthia. She lost her son. They killed her son, and you know she's the daughter of my uncle William, and William is sick right now as well. You know William, right? Mm-hmm. Highway Harrier. You know, so we want to send out our prayers to him as well, and to everybody else out there who is suffer some of these similar type of problems. Like what happened all the way there in the south with those two young ladies that was killed 2 nights ago. You know, it's a very sad thing that happened, you know. But, you know, I guess that when things happen, Emmanuel, people call for the police to respond and the police to respond quick, right? That doesn't happen all the time. So when I say there are things that happen, I believe that we ourselves need to be more conscious and more careful of our routes that we take, about our daily life, how we do things. I believe we have to start to be more careful now, because sometimes when you call the police, Emmanuel, things don't happen already. You know, so I know you can't avoid everything from happening. Say like what happened in that city last week where their houses were burned down. You know, I think it's what, like 6 structures that was completely destroyed. You know, and
Or 3.
yeah, and then what happened in Carmelita with a lady that was killed,
literally bludgeoned to death. I mean, it's incredible.
You understand?
I'd like to offer condolences to that family.
Yeah.
And really, and like I always say, there's no words that I can possibly tell you that is going to lessen the pain that you have. There's nothing. But very simply ask you to tell you that only time and God's grace will help. I'd like to also take this opportunity to offer my condolences to the Barrientos family and to the Carrillo family. Again, loved ones have been lost, and I know we're going to miss them terribly, especially the immediate family is going to miss them terribly. But the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, that that's the way for everybody. All of us will need by force to go through that. And rather than feeling low, rather than feeling sad, let's rejoice in their life. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Let's remember them for what they did, the positive things that they did, how they influenced our lives. And because if you cry and if you feel sorry, you're feeling sorry for yourself, really.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a very egotistic attitude. So rather than feeling sad, it's by force you will feel sad, because you know that person has been close to you for all these years, and all of a sudden you don't have it. But it takes something strong within you. It takes a special strength to be able to say, I will rejoice in this person's life, rather than I will be sad because he's no longer with me being capitalized words. So I invite you to think that way. I invite you to think that way. And please accept my sincere regrets and condolences.
Yeah, that is exactly so, Emmanuel. That's why you see, like, when you have family members and so, sometimes they got people that want to say something to their brother and sister, their ma, their auntie, their uncle. Now is the time to do it. You know, because sometimes when it happen, and they might catch an accident, and they might be in a coma, or something might happen, they might catch a strokes, and you could go there and you could tell that person anything what you want to tell them, but that person is not hearing you. So, you know, the time to do it is now. You know, get yourself prepared. So all of the things that happen, it's very sad what happened, but me and you and nobody over here no have no control over that.
Muchas personas siempre dicen, y aquí voy a hablar al grano, dicen, y Dios sabe lo que hace. Pero tienes que creerlo, que Dios sabe lo que hace, porque no lo digas simplemente por conveniencia. Cuando tú no logras explicar la razón por qué suceden las cosas, Dios sabe lo que hace. Claro que Dios sabe lo que hace, y Dios sabe lo que hace siempre. Y no debes decir, escoger cuándo vas a decir esas palabras, sino creerlo para toda la vida, de que Dios sí sabe lo que hace. y que está en control de todo.
That's right, Emmanuel. That is so right. But you know, right now we are in the season of the political action, political movements.
Oh, yes.
You
Yesterday we had Mr. Jose Cocom, and today we had Mr. Jesha Canton, and previously we've had Mr. Evan Williams, and we've had Mr. Derek Sambula, and we have had
Usher.
Mr. Mandy Usher, and we've had Miss Yara Vieda Calvieda, and then we've also had Mr. Philip de la Fuente. And today we've had Mr. Jesha Canton, the youngest candidate at 19, attained the age of 19, but particularly because she is 19, I'm asking people to vote for her because she brings with her a certain charm and a certain impetus and a certain something that bodes well for all the youth. She is strong-minded. She is vocal about what the youth need in Orange Road, because as she correctly said, let's do away with all the pretty words of let's empower the youth and do this, but do something.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Yeah.
And she is bold enough to be able to say those words. She is strong enough to be able to say those words. You know what I mean? And even more so, bold and strong enough to be able to make the change. What did you think about her?
Well,
what do you think
say,
about her?
Like when it comes to Ajesha Emmanuel, I know she's a small little girl.
Really?
Yeah, when her father passed away, because we happened to meet her father in Jamaica at the UWI campus when we went to perform there, you know, for the Belizeans, and then he hung out with us over the weekend until we left the Monday morning, and he came to Belize, you know, and we met a couple times. We were supposed to go and do a little party for him in Concepcion because his parents live in Concepcion, no? In the Corozal district. And then when I hear this accident happen, I said, no man, no for we bale Canton. Okay? He's Canton, right? You know, and then so this small girl, you know, all we could have done to hug this girl when this thing happened because the entire band attended the wake, but we couldn't do the funeral because the funeral was in Concepcion, and that same day, I think we got a car off on the same day when they had the wake. No? Now this little girl has grown up, and I was listening to her story and why she chose that sociology and whatever she's studying, no?
Psychology.
Yeah, psychologist. So, you know, she has come a long way, Emmanuel, and I admire her strength and her perseverance. You know, so I believe she's prepared, you know, and she's ready, but it's up to the folks out there to give her that opportunity to prove herself. She made her pledge this morning, and I believe her presentation was good when she did that pledge this morning, you know. So March 7th will be the time when the voters out there, majority of the voters, will decide who will lead in this town council election. But I think she's prepared and she's ready as a young person, so bold and so strong, you know, and her family ties is very known here in the country.
One of the very important things, and I need to, I think, mention it, is the fact that she has good family values within her. And these things come, like I said, from a family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're proud of her, but we also encourage her. We encourage her, and also we congratulate the family for the support that they have given her and for the guidance that they have given Ajesha.
Yeah, guidance, that is a very important word.
You know, the guidance that they have given Ajesha. So, so despite the fact that, you know, she has lost her father, nonetheless, she is trying her very best to do something positive, and that is working for the community.
Yep, she was.
Working for the community and also taking in the needs of the people. In other words, when you, and especially when it comes to the field that she's studying, psychology, you know, she will be more receptive to the needs of certain people out there. You see that a lot of people walk the streets, and I always mention it in my prayers. People walk the streets and not knowing where they're going.
Yeah. Sometimes,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes they don't have nobody to talk to them.
They don't have anybody to talk to them. Sometimes
to
even if
them,
they do, you know, they shun away from it because they have certain reasons within them that doesn't permit them to talk about these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it takes a special talent to break into these people. It takes a special gift to be able to relate to these people and get them to open up and talk about these problems.
Yeah. And it not come just by somebody walking on the streets and have that talent to go and talk to that person and ease that person down.
No, it takes a special talent.
Because me or you might go see somebody to walk on the street and they might, you know, just pass and say hi. But then, like with Ajacia experience, she could figure out, okay, you know what? This person need counseling and this person need to be addressed in certain way.
Yes, and also, right, and that's on a personal level. That's perfectly good. But also on a town council level, where the council then would be able to address certain needs of within the community.
Yeah.
In other words, we see a lot of people walking the streets. And we know of a lot of people who are in their homes who need help.
Yeah.
Who need help with guidance. Because and the thing is that when we talk about the people who are passing through moments of dementia, we're not only isolating these, I'm talking about these people, but we are also talking about everybody else really but in particular, some people who are just prone to anxiety and prone to being frustrated and prone to doing other stuff.
Yeah, but you are right on track, Emmanuel, because there's not any time somebody go say a politician or a representative they want money. They're not necessarily that. But then I go explain something, and then you know, like some of the politician might say, man, this person crazy. Or this person no way. They say, I'll leave $5 and make it go. But if you have that counseling and that talent to sit down and talk to that person.
If you have that ability to identify the person and then counsel that person, then that would be different.
Yeah, because I look at a person, no man, he just try whap me. Or she just try whap me. Because someone say, you know what, my son this and my son that, and I can't know if we do right now, and I have $5 to go buy something, but that no means that person want a $5. That no means he want it. But then some of the people are saying, okay, I don't know what you want already. But then we have somebody with the experience, we could listen to this person and sit down this person and have a good talk with her.
The capacity of being able to listen to people, to just shut your mouth for a moment and listen to people is a wonderful thing.
Yep.
Because all of us are caught up in our own little world, and we think that the world circles around us, and everything has to be as per the way we want it.
Yeah.
And anybody's saying contrary to that, you wrong. Or I always mention it, our egoism is the biggest problem that we have on this earth.
Yeah.
The biggest.
So,
okay? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this.
Yeah. So, you see, like we said, right, that not all the time, one time somebody go say, one representative, one standard bearer, they want money. But then they not identify that person problem because they not really sit down and listen to them good like what you say. And then with Ajacia talent, she could listen to them people and know exactly where they're coming from. And you know how much people get helped by that, Emmanuel? Because they will start to realize, you know what? I have one place. I have one place in this world as well, man. I'm not alone.
And not that she's going to be doing all the job, but she will be the force behind and the movement, trying to make some sort of create some sort of forum, or try to create some sort of place, or some sort of whatever effort to try to deal with those people.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And as I said, you are not only limiting certain people within the society, because at the end of the day, a lot of us go through pangs of anxiety. A lot of us go through depressions. Sometimes we go abroad to see the doctors because we have the money, but then also because, you know what, nobody else know about it.
Yeah, that's true. But you see,
you know what I mean?
That is true. But this not solve somebody problem when time they talk to somebody. You don't have to be a politician. It could be anybody. They talk to somebody and then they cry out their problem to them and tell them, you know, this happened, and I don't know why this happened. I don't know why my husband do this, or I don't know why my wife do this, I don't know why my picnic do this, I don't know why my brother do this. My brother did a state, something happened to her. I can't go, I don't know what to do. And by giving that person $100 or $20, that must solve that person's problem, you know? That must solve that person's problem, because when that person tell you that kind of thing, that person has a serious frustration. I don't know how to move.
And the entire mentality of the people has to change when it comes to the way some people, because what I'm getting at is this: if you open an office and you put counseling office, you say, I thought me not crazy.
Yeah, not for crazy people.
Not for crazy people.
I don't go in there.
You know, and if directly you see somebody walking in, I never know he in this, I never know she this.
Yeah.
I think that that mentality has to bloody change. I mean, when are we going to be grown big enough to accept that people go through problems?
Yep.
And some people need to talk about it, and then we have to be with a big mouth and trying to bring down everybody else, because that's what we want to do. Bring down everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The last sex of someone, then lady, where the father of their children are not maintaining them, then people are reluctant. If you go to the court, to the family court, because trust me, no one make them hear my business. Me no one make them know that he not give me no money.
Again,
you
pride.
understand?
Again, pride, the product of egoism.
Yeah. But apart from that, Emmanuel,
but
the United Democratic Party seems like they are doing well when it comes countrywide.
Yes. Yes.
We heard in San Ignacio that this week that the mayor from San Ignacio, His Lordship Ortrap, they just inaugurate a brand new clock downtown San Ignacio. Right? So that clock, they want to use it. Well, of course, the premier feature on the clock is the time of the day, no? A lot of people got time on their phone and then got on their watch and other thing. But nothing like one time you pass and you see that time up there. Sometimes you know you look by your watch or by your phone, but when you see that time, and they will use it as a income revenue for the town as well, because it has some spots that you can put advertisement on it. You know, and San Ignacio done beautiful already. You know, and I happened to go through the bridge. The bridge, they have one
What's
bypass.
the name of the bridge?
I don't really know what the name of the bridge. Can't ever see no sign. The bridge, that is...
Which bridge?
You know where Sacred Heart College is in San Ignacio?
Yes.
They have a diversion. So instead of you turn into town, you go straight, you pass one. They got a new road. You pass one big bridge. And when you come out way across the next side of Santa Elena by the Lumalos Boulevard. So you bypass all the Hawksworth Bridge, all that hustling downtown, and it's a nice freeway.
The wooden bridge is still in
yeah, the wooden bridge still in a function. The only time when that not function is when they get flooded. And it was refurbished, I think it was last year. So it's in a good condition.
But yesterday we also had Mr. Jose Cocom.
Yeah, Jose Cocom, who works at BSI right here in Orange. You know, I was reminded by Jose's mom that Jose was a recipient of the Dollars for Scholars program that we had here in Orange Walk with Dr. Angela Joseph, the daughter of Miss Jer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Angela, okay. Was Angela here over the Christmas holidays?
I understand she was here, but I never get to see her.
Okay.
But what happened is we used to have, she used to do a program and we used to conduct it through the radio station, like the kids that are getting their straight A's. When the report card come, I get a copy and give it to Miss Jer. Miss Jer take it to New York, and Angela will evaluate them, and then when she come back, she just send back one lead package and say, okay, this one eligible for get one lead donation. So she send a little cash donation to help them to get through the summer and to get prepared for school. And Jose was one of them.
Jose strikes me as a very intelligent person.
Dynamic too.
And also somebody who will definitely be an asset to any town council.
And you look like you're not lazy.
Because if you are in charge, because he said, and I listened intently to what he said, problem solving and being proactive. Now those are two key phrases. Problems, you are a problem solver. Because, why I mention this? Some people will will spend all the day bemoaning the fact that of the predicament that they're in. Oh, pobre de mí, que tengo que ir a chambear, que tengo mi casa está muy chico, que mi hijo está enfermo, que me duele mi rodilla, que me duele mi cabeza, and they're gonna bemoan the whole thing, and they're just natural complainers. Rather, the other thing is to be not to be moaning and not to be complaining, but to be proactive in changing the way you are living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is, and that's important. We need to solve the problems because a lot of us don't know how to solve problems. A lot of us don't know how to deal with situations. A lot of us just don't know what to do when we're faced with these situations. You know what I mean?
Some people can't even identify a problem.
Exactly.
A problem,
But solving a problem is one thing, or the ability to solve a problem is one thing. But the ability even of anticipating a problem way ahead is called being proactive.
Right.
In other words, you are putting in means and you're putting in measures to avoid that problem from happening again in your life. So you're being proactive.
Okay.
So that is what I liked about
Jose.
Because he, like I said, he's in charge of quality assurance at the place where he works.
That's a big company.
And yes, and it requires him to think that way, because the least problems you have in the production line, well, the better it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that kind of mentality bodes well and is welcome. Is a welcome thing within any institution. So, and in particular, for a town council to have somebody like him who thinks like that, man, we should easily be able to identify these kinds of the persons and say, tell you what, that is a good man. Yeah. I will vote for him.
Yeah. Somebody sent a text on me to talk about a while ago, Emmanuel, but this one go on. Slightly shift. He said, good morning, talking about maintenance. I have my child father that owes $4,500 at court. And I went to check and they told me that...
How much you owe? $4,500?
Yeah, $4,500
Uh-huh.
at court. And I went to check and they told me that I have to go back in front of the magistrate. My child father went away and I have no idea where he is. At court, they told me I have to find where he is to give them the address. Of course, it's unfortunate, but of course, if the court don't know where the person is and you don't know where the person is, there's nothing that the court can do. But why went all the way up to that amount?
I don't know.
With without no kind of action.
I don't know about the case, so I reserve my opinions in that respect.
Yeah. But that we're coming in on a text there, and somebody is saying that Corozal is ready with the United Democratic Party to continue the progress in Corozal town.
Well, I'm sure, like you correctly said, Chicky, that come the 7th of March, that come the 8th of March, when the results are out for the municipal elections, that despite what some people are saying, that the United Democratic Party is going to be declared the winner in the majority, if not all, of the municipalities in Belize.
Well, right now the United Democratic Party holds the majority.
Yes,
the majority.
It holds 62 out of the 67 seats, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is a lot, and you have to be a good organization to hold on to that amount or to increase it. You know, but like we are seeing that everybody is seeing all the work that is happening throughout the country of Belize. You know, Belmopan have one lot going on. San Ignacio, Corozal, San Pedro, but well, the Orange Walk, the party is not doing much, you know, and they are saying that once the UDP are elected here in Orange Walk, then you will see a big difference when it comes to development and projects.
Why isn't the party doing much? Do you recall the reason why?
Well, I understand that you see what happens with this thing, with this politics, it's tough, you know. Because
but
if you have
wasn't there a politician who said we don't need you?
Yeah, we recall that as well. We recall that, and that.
But I think that was the main issue. That was the main reason why.
Well, I don't really know if that's the reason why, but that could be part of the reason, you know. But if we have, they are saying right now that if you have a UDP town council, and they are comparing the different municipality over the country, how they are progressing, and they are saying that, well, Orange Walk needs to have a UDP town council as well, so that we can see the development here in Orange Walk. Right?
Okay. Well, I can say, yo, puedo decir that. Well, we all heard it when the mayor said, "We don't need you, Dean Barrow. We don't need you." And it's because of a capricious whim that you know that Orange Walk has been up to a certain point punished, but it's not really punished. It's because he said it to the government, "We don't want you. We don't need you." But we all need central government money. We all need central government money. We all know that we can get a lot of development into Orange Walk if we had a UDP town council, or one that is at least receptive to central government money. But if you blatantly tell me no want your money, well then why should I give you? You know what I mean? So, but then it's not only he that goes through the problem. It's not only he that suffers, if he suffers any at all, but it's the people who suffer. It is the entire community that is left out of all the development that could have happened. You understand?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So I don't know what else to attribute the lack of work that you alluded to, but very simply to that, the fact that the mayor said we don't want Dean Barrow. Okay?
Yeah, so we will continue on this campaign. Let me see who we have for tomorrow, Emmanuel, for tomorrow from the United Democratic Party. And we understand that the Running Rebels is coming on strong as well. Their competition start already and they are on the road. So very shortly, Raul and the guys will be here to tell us how the Running Rebels is coming on. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be having Yara Kal.
Okay, I like Yara. I like Yara, one of my favorite candidates. Yara, aquí te esperamos.
Yeah, bring some
Okay,
panales, gal. No me manda la suerte, a mí la suerte. So if
Pues ya sabes que a mí me traes un paquete especial para mí.
what happens is if you hear somebody say, honey, ask me for panales, but yeah, that no me say, that no Emmanuel say that me say, but when you bring it, remember that me ask for it, that no Emmanuel ask for it. Psychotech.
Las mejores empanadas con maíz, sí, claro que sí, maíz empanadas. Pero mira, orgullosamente produciendo empanadas, orgullosamente produciendo empanadas y de las mejores aquí en Orange Road. Compañeros, ya son las 8:58 minutos, 2 minutes before 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is about that time when we begin to say bye-bye, hasta la vista. Así que we need to acknowledge the persons behind the controls. We need to acknowledge our guests. We need to acknowledge my co-host, Robert Chekiasha. But above all, we need to acknowledge you, the viewing audience, and you, the listening audience. Muchas gracias por permitirnos llegar hasta la privacidad de sus casas. Muchas gracias por permitirnos llegar hasta la privacidad de su vehículo, donde se encuentre, si es que nos escuchas por la radio. Muchas gracias. Esperamos contar con su apoyo mañana a la misma hora. Y también, compañeros, recordándoles de que este programa se repite a las 9 por la noche por Canal 10 en Nortevisión. ¿Ok? Y pues aquí recordando que mañana estará la señora Yara Kal con nosotros. Y mañana jueves, pues, ¿qué más me toca decir? Si no, tengan un buen día, compañeros. Pásenla bien, que tengan mucho éxito en todo lo que hacen. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Checky Usher. You know when I say tacos, you say orange walk, right? When I say panales, mayito. Right,
Yes.
so we'd like to thank you all once again who tuned into the Sugar City Morning Show. If the good Lord so will, we'll be back tomorrow. This show is all day on YouTube. Also, it repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. So we see you so long. Hasta la vista. Hasta mañana, pa.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego. Se cuidan mucho.
Sugar City Morning Show.